This is a live statement from Austria's outgoing President, Heinz Fischer. In a very tight and close electoral campaign, which still was absolutely correct, it has resulted in the election of a new president. Many people contribute to this election. The electoral commissions and the votes counters, I would like to thank for their concentrated work from the deepest depths of my heart. Special congratulations to President-elect, University Professor van der Bellen. It was a tight race. I would like, therefore, his competitor, Mr. Hofer, to pay my respects and congratulations that he, in a very long and tough election campaign, put forward his points of view with commitment and force. I would like to meet both men in the coming days. I've invited Professor van der Bellen to have talks tomorrow to organize the transition. And I've also invited Engineer Hofer to visit me on Wednesday at the Hofburg Palace to talks in which we can look back on the electoral campaign and where we may draw one or more lessons for the future of what's happened during this campaign. Tomorrow, Engineer Hofer is in the investigation committee in the National Council in Parliament. He is chairing a committee session, therefore he cannot see me tomorrow. It's true, if we say that every vote counts, not to vote, I've always said, is problematic, and it was proven yesterday. I feel that my point has been proven with yesterday's results. The right to vote was very hard fought. It was very hard fought for in our democratic society, and we've proved that several times when there were tight results. Every vote counts. The most important task of the elected president will be to level down the gaps and barriers, but I don't want to exaggerate. I will just say that the differences in opinion that have been created during the campaign, and just to make clear that the federal president is the head of state of all Austrian citizens. I'm absolutely sure that Professor van der Bellen is able not only to find the right words, but also to set the concrete and best steps. The handover of power will be carried out on July the 8th. All people concerned can prepare the transition carefully. There are indeed several things which we have to talk about. There is information which has to be passed on, and I'm sure that this will go on smoothly, as I do know that Professor van der Bellen, I've known him for decades, since I was Minister for Science in the 1980s, and I have no doubt that everything will go smoothly. This is what I have to say to the election of the federal presidency in 2016. Thank you. And this is obviously going into Austrian television coverage. So you have the confirmation there from the outgoing president of Austria, Heinz Fischer, confirming and announcing that the independent candidates, the former Green Party leader Alexander van der Bellen has won the election with 50.3% of the vote, preventing the victory of Norbert Hofer of the far-right Freedom Party, who would have become Europe's first far-right head of state. It's a symbolic role, but it's still an important barometer of opinion in Austria.
um das Anfechtens willen geben soll. Es hat für mich eher so geklungen, als sollte es keine Wahlanfechtungen geben. Und eigentlich hat die FPÖ mehr oder weniger dieses Wahlergebnis akzeptiert.